Well, it is spring break time. Some districts are out this week, some next week. And while it is a time for kids to relax, it can also be a challenge for parents trying to keep them active, engaged, and keep them on a healthy routine. Communities and schools of the Dallas region has been helping students and families succeed for 40 years. And I am joined now by their CEO, Summer Rose, to talk about simple ways parents can make the most of the break while still supporting their child's well-being. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This is such an important topic, especially right now. But I want to start first with, can you tell me about your organization and the work you all do all the time?
Absolutely. So Communities and Schools of the Dallas region is a local nonprofit 501c3, and we exist to keep kids in school, right? It started out as a dropout prevention program way back when, and it has evolved to surround K through 12 students with support, empowering them to stay in school and to achieve in life. And so we're really focused on behavior, academics, attendance, basic needs, removing those barriers to student success.
Such an important mission all the time. I know today we're talking about spring break because it is a bit of a balance for parents. You want them to have a good time, but they also need that structure. So what is your advice for really striking that balance?
Yeah, so parents think that kids have to be like regimented all the time. And everybody's looking forward to spring break because we want to relax a little bit. And so our advice to parents is always we want a little bit of routine without rigidity, right? Routine without rigidity is what we're looking for. And so we tell them, as much as possible, try to keep to the same wake times, the same bed times, the same meal times. But outside of that, we can have a little bit of, fun with how we spend our time and spend our day. That also makes it a lot easier when it's time to return back to school, because spring break's only a week.
It is, and it flies by. It really does. And even though this is a time for relaxation and taking a break, it can be overwhelming for parents who maybe, have your kids at home. That is overwhelming. And it can also be overwhelming for kids to be out of their routine. So how do you keep this time stress-free? How do you keep it the relaxing thing it's supposed to be?
Yes, so we really talk to parents and families about the fact that this is just a time to connect. And I think that a lot of times we put pressure on ourselves that we've got to fill it with activities, we've got to travel, we've got to do this. We don't have to impress our kids with all those things. They just want to be connected. And so to keep it stress-free, just focus on time that they can connect and tell the kids to go outside. We're having some beautiful weather here these days. Stay connected to nature, take a walk, enjoy the little things, do some mindfulness, some breathing, some journaling, some reflecting, real low-key, stress-free activities.
We love low-key and stress-free. And I want to piggyback off of what you just said, because we've been talking a lot here about staycations and getting creative. You don't have to go do this big expensive thing. What are some easy, affordable, at-home ideas that you have for folks who are keeping their kids at home?
So I am one of those people. We are keeping our kids at home. And so what we will be doing is something that my family loves to do. We camp in the living room, right? So we'll set up tents, we blow up mattresses.
There's no bugs in there?
There's no bugs in there, right? And allergies, so we stay away from those things by doing this in the living room. We'll light the fireplace and do s'mores at night. We'll tell those stories. We get fun and creative again about connecting, not about impressing. Other things that folks can do, game nights, even like family game tournaments.
So fun.
We can have cooking challenges. We could have a family book club.
Oh, I love
that. Just fun, low stress, low lift things that you can do with stuff that's already at home.
What you just said, that so resonated with me, just enjoying your time, not trying to impress people. That is such a big deal. Last question for you before we let you go. How do people get involved? Because I know we're talking about spring break today, but you all do this work year round. How do people learn more about your organization and get involved and help?
Please go to our website, cisdallas.org. You can find everything you need to know about what we do. Last night, we had the pleasure of celebrating our 40th anniversary. We've been doing this work for 40 years, walking with students and families across the DFW region, making sure that they are successful and that they have tools in their toolkit to navigate lifing, right? So check out our website. You can volunteer. You can donate.
Want to say it again?
You can donate.
Love it.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, life does life. So thank you for the work that you do. And this is such good advice. Build a campsite in your living room and don't get bit by bugs.